so I made a planner out of the Writer's Atelier planner printables because they were loose sheets and I knew I would lose them. And since I organize people myself for a living, I thought it might be helpful. And since I thought it might be helpful for me, I thought it might be helpful for other people in Writer's Atelier. So I just took a binder, just had laying around, they're real cheap, and I bought a package of these dividers. They were about $2 at Target. Plastic, and they've got pockets. That way I could put, you can put items in there as well as divide each things. So for the printables, I printed them out and I kind of decided which way I wanted them to go for myself. So I wasn't sure how often I would use the daily planner, but you can print out as many as you want for yourself for each day. So right now, I'm not sure how much I'll use it, but I have a blank one here I can make more copies of as I want. Then I have the copy that I have of the novel planner here. that I can, and what's nice is these is large enough that I can actually put the whole thing right in there. And I've got a few pages of the yearly goals here. And I can update that as I want. And the suggested goals are here. And I can kind of go back to here and see what I've already done. It kind of gives me an idea. It gives me a sense of accomplishment. Oh, I've already done these things. And then here, what I did on these was I made 12 copies of this monthly planner page, one for each month of the year. And then for each week of the month, made one copy of this for the weekly goals. So there's only 2 more weeks in January, so there's only 2 weeks of that. That helped. That made January feel much more manageable because I don't know what I'm doing. So, feel a little less lost. So that's that section. And I'm going to get some monthly tabs to kind of put in here. Sometimes you can get Post-it note tabs that stick on, or you can just get more tabs like this. The Post-it note ones will be a little less bulky in the binder. I thought I had some, but I don't. But see, that can all be put in. So at the end of each month is the reflection page. I just made more copies of that to put in the end of each month. It's easy to do, just put it in a photocopier. And this section is some stuff that I found on my own from different things. Like, for example, this is from a podcast called Writing Excuses, which is really fun because they're all about 15 or 20 minutes long. And they're different authors that give different advice on different kinds of things, like all kinds of different genres. And they're really kind of fun, and their motto is 15 minutes long because you're in a hurry and we're not that smart. So Brandon Sanderson and some other authors that people really recognize have a lot of really interesting advice. So some of the things that they've done, they give like little homework and things at the end of each segment. So some of the ones that I liked, I went on their website and found a couple things and printed them out. So those are in here. And then a PDF from a book that I liked called Rock Your Plot is in here. So you can, it has worksheets, so things that you can, from books that are interesting, and workbooks are in that section. And this section is all my notes from this year's NaNoWriMo prep that Writer's Atelier worked on. So I typed all those up for myself. Luckily I type fast, being an admin. And I shared those with the group a few months ago. And the strategies for hitting your word count are in there, so that when I get to that next November, I won't forget where they are. And these are from the NaNoWriMo Facebook page, so that I won't lose them. And then these are different word prompts that I found in different places on the internet, and I just kind of copied and pasted them into a Word document, so that if I'm bored or I'm getting hit with writer's block, and I want or need to do something quickly, I can kind of come up here, see what hits my imagination, and I can kind of set a timer and work on one of these just real quickly. And here is the printout that I have from Ariel's. Awesome. I just need to get the hole punch, put that in there. So that's gonna go in here as well. And then back here it'll be whatever I'm working on at the moment. This is some printouts for character sketches that I'm working on, and a plot that I'm trying to work on too. And then if I have to, I can always put it all into a bigger binder. So that's that. So, and I got most of those in either Word or PDF formats on a computer. So if I ever lose these or start to fall apart, I can just reprint them. So that's it.